This is the plaintiff, Michael Booth. He says he was minding his own business with Jake, his Jack Russell Terrier, when all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, he sees the defendant's dog making a beeline for him. He picked up his dog. The defendant's dog jumped him, and the vicious beast bit at Jake's leg. The defendant reimbursed him for the vet bills, but refuses to pay him for his broken sunglasses and lost wages. So he's taking her to court and suing her for the $1,307.91 he's owed. This is the defendant, Eileen Becker. She says the plaintiff is one nasty son of a gun who's trying to play up an unfortunate accident in a lame attempt to extort as much money out of her as possible. The guy took a paid sick day from work and is now trying to get her to pay his lost wages? Come on, man. That's so uncool. As far as the sunglasses go, he didn't even have any with him. Oh, him? No way. She's accused of not taking full responsibility.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant's dog viciously attacked his dog Jake, and on top of that, his sunglasses got damaged. The defendant says it's pure extortion. It's the case of stick 'em up, pup.
Thank you, Douglas. Michael Booth, you are suing Eileen Becker for $1,307.91 in damages that you say you sustained when her dog's dog attacked you. All right, tell me what's going on.
I was March 7th walking my dog. I had left my house, and I do like a 3-mile course.
Wow. Is that for you or for the dog?
Both of us.
Wow. You come to my house and walk my dog? Because I don't really want to walk my dog for 3 miles. All right, go ahead.
At that point, it was about 2 miles into the walk. I had another mile to get home.
What kind of dog?
I have a Jack Russell Terrier.
Okay.
He's about 16 pounds. I pass her house. There's 2 dogs outside. They actually scared me. There's no sidewalks over there where her house is. You walk in the street, that part. They're barking like crazy, pulling on the leash. I hear her say to the lady that's in the black Yukon, talking to her in the driveway, wow, my dog almost pulled
Is she in the street or she's in her driveway?
She's in her driveway.
Okay.
My dog almost pulled your bumper off. And I just keep walking. Now I'm about 10 houses up the street, and I hear, Coco, stop. Coco, stop. Pick up your dog. Mister, pick up your dog. I do one of these over my shoulder, and I go, oh, you know what? And this dog's charging at me with his leash dragging, and another dog is next to it, a black dog. She's running behind him.
The black dog that's next to it is also on a leash?
No leash on that dog. That's
is that black dog yours, or?
Yes.
Okay, so both dogs, okay, got it.
Both dogs were running up the street.
Did you pick up your dog?
Yes, I did. He's in a harness, so I just grabbed the harness, threw him up on my shoulder. The dog came closer. I turned around to give it my back. It came around. I did a circle to try and keep my back towards the dog. Gosh. The dog got around me, jumped up, grabbed my dog.
Which dog, the black one or the other one?
The Shepherd mix.
Which is the one that was on a leash or off a leash?
On a leash that was dragging behind it. On a leash
that was dragging behind it. Okay, so go on.
He got around me, bit my dog and myself. So, he let out a yelp, my dog, of course, and so did I. She fell down. And I go like, get up and get your dog, and she's like, oh, I'm hurt. And she gets up and grabs the dog's leash.
I'm sorry, she fell down on purpose?
No, she fell down as she was running after the 2 dogs.
All right, go on.
But just the one attacked me.
Get up, you lazy. What are you doing, sleeping? Okay, so she fell down. He said, get up and get your dog. All right, got it. And then what happened?
She grabbed the dog's leash, pulled the dog off me. She was crying.
All right.
My dog, I was holding against me. I didn't even notice at that point. He must have spun around, and the side that got bit, his right side, was up against my sweatshirt. And he was just shaking, and my finger was bleeding. I got bit across my finger, pointer finger.
Do you have pictures of the damage?
Yes, I do.
May I see it?
Sure. I also have on an iPad if you want.
Whichever you think they look best.
Well, the iPad's going to look better, but
then
I'm sure you can see it clearly on this.
That's fine. Give me the iPad.
Can you bring it up on the iPad for me? Thank you.
Ooh, what part of your dog is that?
That's his right side. You're just going to move him across. Yep.
What part? Can you give me an idea what part of the dog that is?
Up on his thigh, of his leg.
That was blurry.
The picture of my finger is also 8 days after it was bit. That wasn't that day.
Oh, the poor dog. On top of the stitches, had to wear that lampshade.
Plus, he had a drain in him for a couple of days,
Yeah.
and then stitches went for 2 weeks.
All right, so in terms of the vet bill, the total vet bill was $537?
Correct.
Okay. And did you have to get a shot?
I got a tetanus shot, yes.
Right. You are also suing, okay, so you're suing for your vet bills, you're suing for your copay, and the prescription, I guess the prescription was for your medicine?
Yes.
For an ointment?
Antibiotic.
And then, there's two other things that you're suing for. One of them is lost wages because?
I did not go to work that night. My dog was in the emergency vet care. He was supposed to be ready earlier. He wasn't operated on until later on. They called me. They said you could pick him up at 11:30. I was also in pain myself. My finger was throbbing, throwing a ton of heat. I work nights, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Okay.
So I did not go to work that night. I used the sick day of mine, which I'm suing back for.
Yeah, but you're suing for 2 days,
Well, today,
and that's why?
today.
Oh, today? Okay, do you have any proof of lost wages?
Yes.
Okay, show me anything you want to show me. Okay. And also, you're suing for prescription sunglasses. When did this come up? Because when it first happened, you didn't mention anything about that.
Well, what happened was I had taken them off to call the police, and I had put them in my vest pocket. Didn't even realize they must have fell out.
But why would that be her fault? If you take your glasses off and put them in a precarious place and lose them, why is that not your fault? Why is that her fault?
Because this all took place because of her dog bite.
Well, but the rest of your life also happens after the dog bite. But at some point, it's no longer something she did to you. It's something that you did carelessly, if that's in fact how you lost them. What's going on? How did this happen, honey?
We have to walk the dogs around the front of the house to the backyard. So my girlfriend pulled up, and my dogs got excited because they know her car. And at that precise moment, Mr. Booth was walking past the house, and I went to walk my Keyshawn and Coco into the house, and they wanted to go because they saw Mike. So the leash got stuck on the bumper just because Coco went around the car. So I got the leash off the bumper, took them into the house. As I get up the stairs, our front door was broken that my landlord had to fix. Zeke, which I have a picture. Can I show you the pictures?
Sure.
Well, these are pictures. Zeke, the black dog, had gotten out. He pushed the door open as I was getting my 2 dogs into the house, both on leashes.
So you have 3 dogs?
We have.
I'm lost. Zeke, the black dog, why isn't he on a leash?
Zeke was in the house. I had Coco and Shadow with me.
So you have 3 dogs?
Yes.
Oh, why'd you look at me like I was from Mars when I said, okay, so you have 3 dogs?
I'm sorry.
All right, so then go on.
So Zeke pushed the front door open and ran out as I was getting Shadow in the house. Shadow's a very good
Maybe
dog.
you have 1 or 2 too many dogs to handle.
No, well, Shadow went in the house, and then Coco would have knocked me down the steps, down the 6 steps, so I had to let go of the leash.
Okay, like I said, maybe you have too many dogs to handle. They seem big, they're strong.
My family usually handles it, but, you know, if it
Who's
wasn't
living in there with you?
Dave and Jenna.
Okay. In any event, tell me what occurred. You let go because she was going to drag you down if you didn't let go.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
you
it's a
let go, and
small
then what
area,
happened?
so we're all up on the steps, and I lost the leash. So Coco took off in the direction of, you know, Mike and Jake, and I started running after them, and Coco's running. Coco's the friendliest dog. She's so playful. She wanted to play with Jake. If she wanted to tear into Jake, she would have. And Michael.
Oh my gosh, that's like what I hear from domestic violence abusers.
No,
if I really wanted to
what
hurt
I'm
her,
saying
she'd be in the
is,
hospital.
by the
All
time
right, whatever, but just tell me what happened. So the dog got away from you, and what happened to you? You tripped?
When I grabbed her, she came towards me, and I lost my balance, and I fell into the curb. I was all cut up here. My knee was cut up. My arm, I fractured my rib here and here.
It turns out that from that fall, you fractured your rib?
Yeah. And I slammed my head on the concrete. I was disoriented. I couldn't even speak with Michael. He's like, I'm calling the cops. And I said, what are you calling the cops for? You know, because I was trying to...
I'd call the cops too. I mean, I'd want a record of everything that happened.
I was trying to talk, and I didn't even realize that my ribs were fractured. He didn't even care that I fell, that I was hurt, nothing. And my girlfriend came over, you know, and the cops came.
So if you take a sick day because you get injured, and like in this case, the defendant caused it, and even if your employer pays for you for the sick day, can you sue for the sick day because you lost one?
No.
Why not?
It's being dishonest.
Well, you're being upfront about it. You're saying, look, Your Honor, I had 10 sick days and now I only have, say, 7, and it's because of him, so I should get money for 3.
No.
What do you think?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because you're already getting paid.
So you already got the money.
You already got the money.
But you lost a sick day.
Exactly. I totally agree. I mean, you've already got the day, so, I mean, there's no point.
Okay, fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Obviously, the cops didn't arrest anybody. That's not what they do. But they record what happened. You took the dog to the vet. You took yourself to the doctor. And you, at the scene, were offering to pay for his damages. Tell me how that shook out. Yeah.
I absolutely did. I told him, I said, I'll pay for whatever medical. And I did. I presented him with a check, which he still has in his possession, $562.
So the only thing you didn't feel was appropriate to pay for was what?
A day's pay that he got paid for.
Because you took a sick day, right?
And his glasses that
just so we're clear, you were not out that day.
I am out the day because
you took a sick day.
Because I don't have it now.
I understand that, but you got paid for work that day because it was a sick day. It's your sick day. I get it, but I just want to make sure. All right, go on.
I'm sorry. So,
so you didn't want to pay for the sunglasses or the sick day. Now tell me about the sunglasses.
I did not see him wear any. I saw him walking past my house. My girlfriend also did not see him. She was talking with him.
Well, I have no problem with the sunglasses. I don't think you're responsible for the sunglasses if while he's calling the police, he puts him someplace that wasn't safe. I just don't think that's your problem. The lost wages is the thing that I'm pondering. And the problem that I have is that this is sort of what sick days are for. They're for if you're ill. They're not like yours to play with to go to the beach. We know you're out a sick day, but we don't know if it mattered. You understand what I'm saying? Because you chose to bring your lawsuit now and not a year from now when we see if you got sick too much this year where it would matter. I'd basically have to say, that's your sick day to play with to go to the beach, and she took it from you. Because truthfully, you're not out any money on the sick day right now. So I'm not going to order them to pay the sick day. I am going to order them to pay the vet bill. I'm not going to order them to pay lost wages for today. I am going to order them to pay the copay. I am going to order them to pay the prescription.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Sure.
That dog is not hers. Supposedly it's her son's, and they were trying to collect from her ex-husband-to-be and son for it. I have it on tape. So
I'm sorry. She's trying to get money from her ex-husband to help to pay you, and you're complaining about it and taping her.
Well, our conversation I taped, yes.
But what's wrong with that? That she's trying to get money?
Well, she's telling you it's her dog, but it's not even her dog. It's her son's dog that she was watching.
So what's wrong with her trying to get money to pay you from her ex-husband? I don't understand. Why would that be a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that she's not telling
I got her on tape. You know what? We're done. $562 plus court costs. Verdict for the plaintiff.
The plaintiff wins this case. Not everything he sued for. What's the defendant's feeling on this verdict coming out? You think he tried to squeeze you for every penny he could?
Oh, without a doubt.
And is that why this wound up in court?
Yes.
Yeah, he was trying to be a little childish about
Well, what if he handled it differently? What if he handled it differently? Would you have been able to?
We already gave him a check for that same amount. He had it weeks ago and refused it and wanted for this, wanted for that.
Yeah, okay. Have too many dogs to handle there, you think?
No.
No, not at all.
No?
No.
One's a
I grew
rescue
up
for a
with
couple
dogs.
of weeks.
Those pictures were pretty graphic, eh?
They were not bad.
Not bad? All right.
No,
Was it you who got bit?
Yes, I have been bit, but I'm not trying to downsize the problem.
All right, head right down there, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. Come on in here, sir, and tell me what you think of the outcome here. You don't get your glasses, your sick day, lost wages?
No, I don't think that was fair, but, you know, that's her decision as a judge.
Like the judge said, everything that happens in your life after that isn't their fault.
Well, I just feel it wasn't justice. I should have been made whole, and that would have made me whole by paying for what.
Well, it seems like you tried to, get everything you could out of them.
No.
In addition to what you were entitled to.
Not at all.
What do you think, Harvey?
Fact is, it is speculative that the plaintiff will have to take another sick day. Maybe he won't. Damages cannot be speculative. You have to prove the loss. Can't prove the loss, therefore he can't get sick day. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.